and we'll be back on. See what's new. All right, let me get that up. Please be good. All right. Put that over here. Give me 1 second. See live stream on safe. That's good to go. We are out here ready to review everything and get this joint popping. Let's see here. Let me go in here and let everybody in Discord know we're live. No updates right now. Discord is updating. What up, Rome? What's good? Chef Guns. Cole, I see ya out there. We finna review everything that's new with the seasons. Maybe we should go into season prizes first and see what's going on. Zach Levine, season 4. Discord is up. I'm gonna let everybody in Discord know we're ready. Rule boy. What up, L20? What up, Notorious McCoy? What's goody? Let me just let them know we live in Discord. Give me 1 second. I'll be going through all of the prizes. All right. Hey, what up? What up? I ain't played 2K in like a month and a half. I feel you on that all the way, Brian. I've been sick myself trying to get back right. And I feel you, gang. What up, Dimer Dimes? Well, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's happening with these rewards and everything. Y'all hear me clear? Hopefully y'all hear me clear. 75 in the chat. Appreciate y'all being here. All right. So y'all hear me clear. How some of my boys make level 40. I'm tired as I hear that, man. It was tough. Yeah, people still play. Zidane Dada, people still play. What up, Mike Bird? Zidane Dada out there. Ron Allen. What up? What up? All right, man. Let's go through it. Let's go through it. Hey, appreciate the love. Appreciate the sub. Appreciate the follow. Yo, can you check that? I'm definitely gonna check the animations. We're gonna run through the season prizes so we could talk about them because you already know the mic sounds good. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm still a little trying to get right, but the same usual T-shirt that they give out for each season. Thanks for Discord, man. I'm getting good runs from him. That's dope to hear, Cole. Appreciate you joining. And if anybody else want to join Discord, all you need to do is type ! Discord. The link will pop up. We got a ton of tournaments. We already did 2 giveaways. We had 2 tournaments in there. We gave away some cash to the winners. So we're looking forward to doing a lot more tournaments this year with a lot larger cash prizes. So if you want to join, you're interested in tournaments, free to play. A lot of tournaments are free to play. You're welcome to join. All right, enough is enough. Let's go through these joints. Excited to play tonight. Smart guy. What up, man? Air Stampede. Shot meter did look crazy. I ain't gonna front. What's this? Snowflake Ball Trail. So I know a lot of guys, you guys represent the Snowflake gang. So this is perfect for y'all, all you snowflakes out there. And a bunch of the little Timmies, they're gonna want the Snowflake Ball Trail. So that's perfect for all you Snowflake Cupcake boys out there. That's for y'all. You got the new shot meter. Oh, that's pretty dope. I ain't gonna front. The shot meter looks dope, no? And also this joint right here, Warrior Helmet Player Indicator. That joint looks kind of dope too. I ain't even gonna front. I don't know what y'all think about it, but it does look kind of dope to me. Let's see how many we got in here. All right, 145. Appreciate y'all being here. All right, let's go through it, man. Let's go through it. Here we go. Count off like usual. The same routine every time the season drops. We count off how many My Team rewards they offer in the My Career game mode for your season rewards. Here goes 1. These things were popular. A lot of people were using this. I'm glad to see they put New York in it, but they need to get rid of this idea, in my opinion, because I like seeing the joint pop up when you hit a green, and I like seeing the team pop up, but they shouldn't have made it like only 4 NBA team. They should have gave you an option and should have been done with it to choose which team you want to use. Season 4 emo pack, we got a 30-minute coin. So they separate. They don't give you one whole outfit. Now you get the sci-fi. What's up with the sci-fi? Am I missing some? Am I missing? What up, Jordan Wilson? What up, RV? What up, Agent? What's good, Agent Q? Wavy Fry. See y'all chosen out there. What's good, y'all? What's up with this separating? You know, yet last season we had the gi, the karate joint, and they separated the pants and the top. So this season they're gonna separate your armor. And what's up with this sci-fi armor? Is there something that I don't know about? Is there a new show or something I don't know about that they're trying to incorporate? I don't know. I don't know what's up. What up, Brandon? All right, man. So armor, sci-fi gloves. They look dope. I ain't gonna front. They I don't know if y'all think they look dope, but they've been doing good with the banners. They've got the NBA 2K18 banner. I don't know. Is that not 2K trolling? Is this 2K not? Are they not trolling by putting an NBA 2K18 banner? They just got no ideas. Facts. Yo, but hold on. That they got. If y'all don't know, a lot of you goofies out there that wore the glizzy hat, yeah, and the burger hats, and it was like it's Wacky Wednesday. I need double rep. Let me put on the glizzy hat. 2K be trolling the hell out of us. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but they be trolling for all those bad comments y'all leave hating on 2K. 2K be trolling y'all, making y'all wear glizzy hats. But this NBA 2, now I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to just throw this out there. Over the last few weeks, I have been feeling like this 2K is one of the worst 2Ks ever released. I know a lot of people may not agree with me on that statement, but man, I've played every single 2K since its inception on Dreamcast. It's the very first 2K on Dreamcast. And this year started out as one of the best 2Ks in my opinion. And then as players got their player builds up to par, it turned into one of the worst 2K experiences for me. Not to say that I'm playing poorly. I'm playing absolutely great. I've got a ton of highlight clips. I'm super happy that I'm able to get these highlights. But I don't like the overall aspect of gameplay on 2K23. There's something really goofy and really weird about it. And it continues to get weird every time I play it. Is 2K trolling with NBA 2K18 banner? They know hands down, everybody said 2K18 was the worst 2K ever released. So what advice from best to worst? Facts. That's how I felt. Thank you, KB. I appreciate you agreeing with that. You say the most boring. I kind of agree it's boring too. It feels like a chore. But I like what they're doing with these indicators, although I'm not a big indicator type of, like I don't really put the indicators on. +1 perimeter defense, another double XP coin. Changing all kind of stuff. Yeah. A drone that goes, that's what I thought too, Brian Croc. I saw the drone. Hey, I loved 18. Dave Barker said I loved 18. So you must love 2K23. The banners they do well with, but I think they're trolling us with that 2K18 banner. I think they should, here you go, another go-kart. Some more banners. We got some more My Team. We're at 24. Color Dread hairstyle. Oh man. They really trying to, that LGBTQ ABC, they really trying to make a connection. Next thing you know, they're gonna have like a I bet you they put us, I bet you they put the same dudes who were out there putting glizzies on their head. Y'all used to having glizzies on your head, in and around your face. They're gonna have you guys watch them make the level 40 reward a whole princess dress. I bet you that's coming. I bet you, little cupcakes. They got a fighter pilot helmet, and I'm not, to each your own. I'm not knocking y'all. You know, to each whatever way y'all want to swing. It is what it is. This, you know, it just is what it is. I'm not knocking y'all, but I know they are finna put y'all in dresses. All right, so they got jerseys. Oh, Mountain Dew jerseys. Nice. Nice. That's the second strongest gang in the world. Shout out to Cuban Prophet. That's facts. Yeah, I do be extra cautious with what I say. Trust and believe that, but that's facts. Yeah, they are finna to have that princess. That's what I'm saying. You know, a lot of y'all, you know, you like them glizzies. So, and here goes. So they got. I ain't gonna front. The jerseys are fresh. Um, you wow, 10 toes down gaming. Then you got this. I'm a little tired. I'm tired. I'm trying to get back normal. Sci-fi armor is the chest part of it. You get the +1 badge point, so that's a good thing. And then the teleportation drone. If you guys are not familiar with the drone, I dropped a video on it. They keep trying to push my. They definitely keep trying to push my team. Can't lie, the vultures one looks dope. Mediocre. Mediocre. Yeah, they be having glizzies. They be having the glizzy helmets. They be like, yo, I'm finna go put on a glizzy. And then they tell their friends, yo, you put on a glizzy too. And then it's so, if you're wearing a glizzy hat, you're so close to putting on a dress. So there really isn't much different. You can't wear a glizzy hat and then say, nah, B, in a deep voice, nah, B, I ain't wearing no dress. That don't add up, right? So, you know, if they're able to put a glizzy hat on you, then you like just one step from instantly being in a miniskirt. So it just is what it is. But mediocre season, in my opinion. They got the badge point, so I'm happy to see the badge point is back. Teleportation technology. The drone is supposed. The drone. If you guys haven't seen the drone, how are you gonna hate on the glizzy? I'm gonna hate. I'm not hating on it. To each their own. I've been calling y'all cupcakes. I'm not hating on it. I've been calling a bunch of people cupcakes with y'all cupcake tendencies. I just mean to say it is what it is. I don't mess with cupcakes and princess dresses and glizzy hats. That's me. But to each their own. You could walk along way alongside of me if you want to. But I mean, I grew up in New York in the Lower East Side, so you ain't telling me. They was the originators of that stuff. So I've been seeing that since I was young. So, but it is what it is. The teleportation drone is you could fly around and it looks really slow, like the homie said. You could fly around and just land and warp wherever you want to land. Like wherever you stop your drone is where you could actually warp to and teleport to. Yeah, I do need to drink some coffee. I ain't even gonna front. I do need to drink some coffee. My map is white. Sure, you're gonna get your channel blocked. Now you can't get your channel blocked for calling somebody a cupcake. How dare you? If I got my channel blocked for telling the truth of what y'all the ones wearing glizzies. I'm not wearing glizzies. Y'all wearing glizzies. That's not me. I never put on that glizzy joint not one time. So my channel can't get blocked because y'all like glizzies. That's crazy. That'd be insane. That'd be like maniacs. Yeah, that'd be maniac. Y'all 2K finessed y'all into putting, and if 2K could finesse, 2K already finesses us into spending money. But I'd be damned if 2K finesse a glizzy on my head. I'd be damned. That's not happening. But 2K finessed a whole lot of y'all to put glizzies on your head. I was like, oh, yeah, that looks cool. Measuring glizzies and stuff. Y'all out there in the park measuring glizzies and dancing in tight, shiny pants, too. They 2K finessed the hell out of y'all, man. I ain't gonna... Oh, man. Glizzinators uniting in the comments. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the glizzy lovers, man. It is what it is. Let's keep it going, man. I'm really not knocking y'all. Y'all know I really don't care either way. I'm just trolling. But next thing we gotta see is we need to see the season quest, right? So we did the prizes. It's not season events. Where do we go? Quests. Here we go. And then we go into season. And then 2v2 Maestro. All right, 2v2 Maestro. Dominate 2v2. Says talk to Lisa Dunbar. I don't know how many is in there. You get a bracelet. I have a feeling we're going to run into a dress, one of these rewards. You get a bracelet. And you get the season XP. Stat, fill up the score sheet. You get a T-shirt, bootleg, Rec Rat. You get a chain for the Rec Rat, and then the 3v3. You get skinny jeans. So there you go. Yeah, I guess skinny spandex. So that's not much there. What else do we need to see? We need to see animations, right? We need to go, hey, appreciate it, Tron. Appreciate the 99 cents. Salute to you, Tron. NBA player skins. Hey, yo, that's a pause. You had to put the glizzy hat to do that mission. Hey, that's what 2K convinced you. I never had to do no mission. I never had to do no mission to put on a glizzy. Like, I know you're saying you had to put on the glizzy, you had to do the mission, but that's how 2K finessed ya. Because I played 2K all the time. I never had to put on a glizzy hat. It never stopped me from playing 2K. Y'all were just a little too excited to see them glizzy hats. Let me go into animations, right? That's what we need to see, animations. Bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to get back to normal. It's my first live stream. I've been sick for like almost 2 weeks. So let me just bear with me. All right. Scoring moves. Let's go into scoring moves. Is this where I should be? Yep. All right. Jump shots. That's what we want to know. I know a lot of people want to know about jump shots. 343 in the chat. Appreciate y'all being here. Salute to y'all, man. Please drop a like and drop a sub if you can. Let's check out the animations. I will go back. The season is weak, Sha. I ain't gonna front. Old man baller, what up, my G? All right, man. Let's check out what's new here. What's going on? Am I in the way? Let me move my webcam over. I don't want to be in the way of these animations. Let me move this over a little bit because I know folks want to see like ratings and stuff. Don is excited for this season. Wish you a lot of health. Thank you, Little Sauce. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate all the well wishes. It's a beautiful thing. All right, let's see what's going on. Season 3 exclusive. I don't see anything yet. Or season 4, rather. What's going on? Am I tripping? No, I know they're supposed to show. Am I supposed to be going into gameplay animations? Those are the ones that I got. It showed a red mark, so I'm assuming, but I didn't see no season 4 exclusives. Well, we'll move on to the next one. I didn't see anything for jump shot. Normally it shows it there, but let me make sure. All right, not in there. Let me go back out. Let me do playmaking moves, dribble styles. Here we go. Let's see here. No dribble style. It looks like, I mean, last time the signature size ups. I probably got to get my other players to showcase. Show available. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Everything is like weird. I don't know if it's just maybe gotta hit show all. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Let me go back into it. I know I'm zoned out a little bit, but it shows the red thing there. I'm gonna go into show all right now. There we go. Show all. There we go. Good looking out, Brody. Here we go. Season 4, John Morant, dribble style. Let's see if they showcase what it is. Interesting. Ooh, that was a little speed boost. You saw that little speed boost he had there? It's deceiving. The dribble style in particular is deceiving when you're looking at the interesting. But they did add the John Morant. Let's go into signature size ups. Here we go. We got a couple season 4 exclusive for signature size ups. Michael Jordan. Okay. It looks slow. So there's a couple things I look at with signature size up is the behind the back animation that you just showed. And then the right hand to left hand animation is what I look for. These are the only animations that I pull out of the signature size up. And a lot of that stuff is trial and error. So that doesn't look like it's going to be too good, but let's see D Rose. That behind the back was kind of nice. Well, not behind the back, but the dribble behind the back. Ooh. Derrick Rose might have something. Y'all see? Oh man, sorry, y'all. Y'all not seeing this. Damn it. I gotta move this over here. I'm gonna move it right here. All right. Yeah, word up. Shout out to everybody in the chat. So the animations look clean. I ain't even gonna front. This Derrick Rose one looks nice. I don't know if y'all seeing this, but I like what I'm seeing with the Derrick Rose one. That might be something. And that's what we have. The Michael Jordan one don't look nearly as good, but the D Rose one looks good. That looks too slow. And that looks too slow as well. The left hand to right hand. But let's back out of that. Size up escapes. Steph Curry. Oh, my Atlanta. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. This is where things change. Sorry, Jeremy. Yeah, I moved my camera out the way. That joint looks, yeah, that looks good. I can see a lot of people using this. A lot of people gonna use this. Yeah, a lot of people finna use this here. The size up escape. That's the only one. So Steph Curry makes the size up escape is finally in the game. What was the height minimum for D Rose? We could go back to it. Y'all see that though, right? All right, yeah, we could go back to it for D Rose. It was on the drip signature size up. Let's go back to the D Rose one. Ball height under 6'5". So you got to be under 6'5". This is my lockdown build that I got out here. So we got the size up escape, Steph Curry, moving crossovers. Zion, let's see what Zion's looking like. Yeah, nothing special. Yeah, 92 ball handle. Nothing special there. Moving behind the back, Luka. You know, we don't have a lot of behind the backs. This doesn't look like it's going to beat anything either. Pro is the one that I use. Shout out to Tron, because Tron put me on to Pro and I never looked back. But this one is definitely not going to be it. Y'all shout out, y'all put what behind the back do y'all like to use? I use Pro though. And I think if y'all use Pro, y'all will never go back as well. The joint is just goated in comparison to everything else we have. Moving spins ain't even worth going into because it's only one moving spin you guys should be using. Hezzy. Nothing there. The Hezzies I don't really use much either. Moving step backs, nothing in moving step back because it would have had a red mark on it. Is there something else I need to be in city emo scoring moves? Let's see if we go back into jump shots and see. There we go. All right. They got LA. Woo! Man, if you guys are brand new to 2K, the Penny Hardaway behind the back. Oh, all right. Levine behind the back. All right. Pro is definitely the quickest. D Lillard behind the back go hard. That's cap. No. LA. What do you look at the numbers on? Look at the grades on LA. Let me move this up a little bit. Look at the grades on LA. Now you mix that base, you know, you could easily get release height to an A as well. But LA, if you guys are too young to know any better, LaMarcus Aldridge was like the go-to shot for quite a few years. So will it make its comeback now? Okay, people still use it because of how heavy it was used for so many years straight. Basic is the best spin, basic. Let's see what else. So LA is there. Let's see what else. If there's any more exclusive, we should be able to see it. I don't think there's any more. I think they would have had it up top. Here we go. We got another one. We have another one. Chris Mullin. Probably for the bigs. That looks smooth. That jump shot looks smooth. Yeah, I think that jump shot looks smooth. Yeah. Yeah, LA. So I think that's going to be a smooth jump shot. Hopefully it could be like a big man jump shot. It looks nice and smooth. I always look at the range of motion for these jump shots, and that's right up there with LA. So that's a good looking jump shot. You just got to see. Let me see the speed on it. Oh, it has a really low speed, so it's probably not going to be a good jump shot to use. It's probably, it looks smooth here, but when you take it out in the game, it's probably going to be slow. Yeah, nice up and down, but it's probably going to be slow. Something about current gen, too many crashes. Don't pick anything. There's a lot of crashes going on in current gen, Shawnee. It's still glitched. Someone help. All right, let me see here. Let me see if there's any more before we continue. Here we go. We got another one. We got another one. I'll go through the season prizes again. Kemba Walker. Oh, no. You see, you got to pay attention. I be looking at the feet, right? You see that little hezzy right there? Boom. That's a whole setup process. That's going to be glitchy when they pass you the rock and you try to shoot. Not glitchy in a good way. It's going to mess up your timing is what I'm referring to. That little step forward they do there. I always pay attention to that stuff. If it's not a smooth range of motion from catch to shoot, I don't go with it, man. All right, so that's what we got. We got 3 jump shots. Dunk styles. What are they showing here? Anthony Edwards. Ooh. Those are blocked. Those are blocked. No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't think that will work out for y'all. That was all we got for that. Dribble pull-ups. What we got? Tyler. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, no. Scary. I wonder if somebody's going to mess around and use that joint. That's kind of weird. Spin jumpers, hop jumpers. Maybe hop jumpers. Seth. Okay. No, no, no. That's ugly. So on these hop jumpers, if I'm not mistaken, you end up using the release. So it ain't like they use your release. If I'm not mistaken, I think you end up using your release. Like you end up using the release on the jump shot. It doesn't give you your actual jump shot release. Y'all could correct me if I'm wrong. What else? Post fades. What else y'all need to see? Is there anything else y'all need to see? Do y'all really want to see animations? I don't really like going into animations. If y'all want to see animations, I understand I could pull them up. But I really don't go into 424 in the chat. Appreciate y'all being here. I really don't go into animations and stuff. Let me move this back over because we're about to go back into the season thing. You have to put the glizzy in order to finish the game. Oh, you have to put the glizzy in order to finish the game? Imagine that. If someone could convince you, put on this glizzy hat so you can finish the game, and y'all fall for that, yeah, right in Ronnie 2K's pocket. And you know it was Ronnie 2K. All you have to tell me was Ronnie 2K came up with the glizzy hat, and I would have known he was trolling. The drip, please? All right, that's right. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. I forgot about the drip. I knew there was something major. All right, so they should have a pop-up store. They should have a pop-up store. Is that a pop-up tent over there? Let me see. Yeah, pop-up shop. Here we go. Let's check out. They usually have done this. One thing they've done really well with. They've done really good with the gear. So let's see what they got. The Mountain Dew jerseys look fiery. I don't think you could try them on. I don't know if y'all see those clear. Yeah, man. Yeah, these look dope. I wonder because they have like they're a logo, so I don't know. They look dope. If they could start giving out some more. Ooh, let's see here. Oh, the different color joints. That's pretty dope. I'm even gonna front the animated sci-fi joints. That's pretty dope. I wish you could try them on and check them out. And they got this joint right here. The helmet looks dope. Let's see what that look like. What it look like. What it look like. Y'all see it clear? Yeah, y'all see it clear. All right. That looks dope. We had this already. Didn't we have this last year? No, I'm not buying that. Get that out of here. Didn't we have this last year? Am I tripping? Oh, I guess it. Man, these things be so bootleg, bro. That's so bootleg. That's dope. I ain't gonna front. That's dope. I like that. I can't put on this thing here. Oh yeah, it's not letting me. It's locked. They're dope. They dope. I ain't gonna front. This stuff is dope. I like that. I like that. The season is bad, D. But that'd be messed up if like when you were younger they called you little D. But it just is what it is. That's like super troll. I'll go back. That can't be it. This can't be it. This can't be 2K Life. Was I in the right place? I was in the right place. I'm scrolling up and down, and that is it. That is it. So, all right, hold on. There's more. Bubble jackets. All right. I don't know if these bubble jackets were already in the game. The bubble jackets is probably the dopest thing. What do y'all think? Is the bubble jackets like the dopest thing they released? He said it's facts though. It looks like that's it, yeah. And me, I'll go through. Is there something I'm missing? I can't even load in. I might give it some time. You'll be able to load in. It's just everybody else is loading in right now. Y'all should be able to load in. Trust me, they want y'all on the game. Just always keep that in mind. 2K wants y'all on the game because they make their money off of microtransactions. So especially when a new season drops. Look at the homie. Y'all thought I was lying? Look at this homie. What I tell y'all? What I tell y'all? Y'all thought I was playing. Look at his name is Tanker. Oh man. Yeah, I thought I was playing a Glizzinator right there, chilling, wide in the open, running in the wild. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I thought I was playing. Wagwan. All right, man. See, I thought I was playing Tanker. That man's name is Tanker, and he got a glizzy on his head. All right, man. Let's back out of this, man. And then look at this goofy behind me here. Look at this guy. This is what they be doing to y'all, bro. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm not finna. All right. Let's go back through the season. See what it is. Rec uniforms? They got new rec? They got new rec uniforms. Oh, we got to check that out. I'll go in a rec game. I'll go in a rec game right now. Let me just go through the season prizes once more in case you're new. You're just tuning in. The Glizzy one. In case you're just tuning in, they thought I was capping. You see, they thought I was capping. Yo, City no Glizzy. What's the word, Lord Flacco? You spoke it up, man. I didn't even have to speak it up. There's glizzies all over. I walk into 2K and all I see is glizzies all over the place, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting dizzy. I don't know what the hell be going on, but I know that's 2K trolling. So we'll go through y'all see everything there. Armor, sci-fi gloves, level 10. I mean, this is probably one of the most bootleg season quests. I'll show the season quests. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all being here, man. All right, lion head, player indicator. Y'all tell me if y'all need me to stop something. They got the banners. They're running out of options. We're not even halfway through. If you guys don't know, there should be 9 seasons for the annual cycle. We're not even halfway through, and it looks like they're running out. Glizzy part of your career? Well, Glizzy's not part of my career. It may be a part of, well, Cartier said that Glizzy is part of his career, but Glizzies are not part of my career. So I have no intention of ever making Glizzies part of my career. If you want to make Glizzies part of your career, so be it. More power to you, however you get your power. But I'm not going to make Glizzies part of my career. I hate the sci-fi suit the most. The sci-fi suit is probably one of the best things, in my opinion, in this season. I don't know where the sci-fi... I don't know where the sci-fi thing is coming from, but it ain't like it looks bad to me. I don't think it looks bad. The jerseys look okay. You do get another badge point at level 39, and you're gonna have hella different options like colors to choose from. Frank Daniel, appreciate you, man. Salute. Appreciate the 4.99. Shout out to Frank Daniel. Rec uniforms are cool. All right, we're gonna go into the rec. You also get the level 40 drone. If you're just tuning in, you haven't found out what level 40 is. It's gonna be a teleportation warp type of thing where you'll fly your drone around and it flies around extremely slow, at least from the video we had saw. And wherever you want to stop is where you'll warp to and you'll teleport to that location. I think fast travel is not a big problem in NBA 2K23. And the more that you're introducing fast travel as an incentive, this just means that you're not getting the player base. At least in my opinion, it feels like you're not getting the player base to fully accept the city because you didn't incorporate the city properly. There's too many spaces, although I think this year they did really well with it, considering what we, in comparison to what we had before. They kind of centralized a lot of things, but even still, when I tried to grind my career and I still had to go from point A to point B, it was still really annoying. I don't know if you guys felt that same level of annoyance, but I surely did, grinding out a couple players this year in my career to get through those first motions. It was just really annoying going from point A to point B because there's nothing to entertain you right in between point A to point B. At least in my opinion, there's nothing that keeps you entertained from point A to point B. You're literally just wasting time going from point A to point B. So that's one of the things that I think 2K needs to work on. Something needs to happen from point A to point B, like side missions, things like, you know, open world games, you have a bunch of side missions. You're not just going from point A to point B for the sake of traveling for no reason. I think 2K needs to take a good look at that. I think they did well, but I would like to go back to a menu system for traveling. Let me click start, go into the menu, and take me where I want to go with the click of a button. At least that's my opinion. My 2K work current. All right, cool. All right, so we're going to check the rec center. Let's check out what's going on in the rec center. They said they had new jerseys in the rec center. We will go and check out the rec center right now. I think 2K is running out of options, yeah. I think they're running out of ideas for these season rewards. And I can't understand why, especially considering they have so many sponsors. So from like getting, I don't know, new mascot options, new play options. I know the homie Brutal Sim was talking about, somebody mentioned +3 attributes. Somebody mentioned badges. Let's just go in there and see, but they can never go wrong with those type of like rewards. I'm just gonna go in. I'm not finna play a rec game with these randoms. Whoa, those are fiery. Oh, those are fiery. I ain't even gonna front. I don't mean to have 2K sneakers on, but I dead seriously just re-downloaded 2K like 5 minutes before 11 o'clock. It had just finished. So I had to like load up my players again. I didn't get a chance to adjust the sneakers for the rec. Ooh, those are fiery though. Those are fiery. That make me want to play. I ain't even gonna front. But 2K, man, 2K has been so horrendous. Okay, so please don't tell me that the other ones are red too. Because I could have sworn we just saw a different. No, they didn't do that. They did not do that. 2K, come on. Let's see how they look together. Let's see how they look together before I say anything. The jerseys are too close in color. Let me see. I'll check it. Before I start saying anything, let me just check it out. Then they are a little too close. What do y'all think? They are a little too close in color. That's a little too close. In my opinion, that's a little too close in color. I'm not a point guard. Don't give me that joint. That's we don't even like that when we go into Pro-Am for the colors to be that close, because you gotta understand, like, you're looking through your peripherals. You know, when you're running point guard or you're moving, you're trying to like use your peripherals to pass the rock. You're not like too close. I think the jerseys, the color is dope, like especially the lighter color is dope, but it can't be like a light and dark at the same color, because you're using your peripherals when you're working. And those are too close in color, in my opinion. It's like we would play Pro-Am, they trolling again, right? Yeah, light orange, dark orange. Yeah, that is just stupid. All right, let me close this out. So I don't know what y'all think about it, man. They was too close in color. I know they was. You would have thought they would have put that for the Devin Booker season. I forgot what season he was. He was like the featured player on. They couldn't just do red, black, orange for home and then white. And yeah, facts, Brandon. Yeah, they were too close. You already know there's gonna be problems with that stuff. So in my opinion, I'm not too surprised. In my opinion, it's a bit of a letdown. I know a lot of people were saying they're gonna take this season off to try out some different games and stuff. I think 2K's Legend Reward, what happened? Didn't I just change my, I don't know what's going on with 2K. It's like it didn't save. I had changed my face and everything. Who knows? Who knows what's going on with 2K? It's a wrap, man. I might just leave this dude. I don't know who this random black guy is. That's my player here, but I'll just leave him. I'll just be a random black guy going forward. And I think I'm going to leave him, because if 2K is going to keep switching me from a Puerto Rican to a black guy, I'm just going to leave it. It is what it is. I don't mind. But yeah, you know, I think this season is a bit of a letdown. I don't know how many of you guys are going to play throughout the season. Is it worth it? Did you hit level 40 in season 3? And what was the core pattern thing? How did that work out for you? Because from what I understand, the core, let me put this up. I'll just leave it alone. From what I understand, the core pattern was a bit of a letdown for a lot of players out there, especially like point guards, because they can't sacrifice any like core option for their finishing and their shooting or their playmaking. And every single core pattern had a defensive option there. So I know a lot of people were thinking that in the seasons to come, we're going to get a lot more core pattern options. So Ocean said, I think for big man build, the core pattern was dope, but I don't know how it worked out for other players. They need to patch the colors ASAP. You probably get this a lot, but you look like, I do get that a lot. Oh my God. I have like a hip hop channel that I make content on, and the channel goes crazy, but I do get that a lot. You're Lord Jamar's son. I'm like, man, man, I do get that a lot. What up, Diamond Trap? Literally don't care about the community whatsoever. You probably get the I have 40, but the core isn't really customizable. It's locked to 5 categories. Yeah. Good for insides and slashers. Robert Cacho. That's what a lot of people thought. The good, like if you made a build that doesn't have playmaking, then the core pattern will work for you. If you made a build that doesn't have shooting, you're inside big, then the core pattern will work out for you. But the good majority of the players are not working with those type of builds. I don't know if you guys agree with that, but I think the good majority of players don't work with those type of builds. I might play. I might play. I'm not too happy. You guys know I'm not happy with 2K. Me and 2K are like, if we're just not on good terms right now. So I'm really not happy with the gameplay in 2K. I will try and play. And if it turns out to be a good experience, then I'll play. That's there is nothing that could keep me off of 2K when it's a fulfilling experience. And it was like that in the beginning of the year. It was a fulfilling experience in the beginning of the year. It felt like we had so much we had to learn, and it was only going to get better as players progress their player builds. But that turned out to be a totally different case. What ended up happening is we started seeing a lot of fumble animations. Players can't even catch the rock to shoot. We saw interior defense just break down to absolutely nothing. That was what really did it. That was the last straw for me. I ran on my inside center, one of the first, well, the first build that I created. I said, let me give it a shot, see what's going on. Interior defense was so absolutely goofy and horrendous, I had to delete 2K. Considering how easy it is to lay the rock up or finish in the paint, knowing you're doing your work early, doing work early is not even in the 2K vocabulary for 2K23. So it's like you're not even there. And I really don't appreciate that. It just dumbs down the game. And seeing a lot of goofiness where, you know, you try to get a ball that's going out of bounds, or you walk too close out of bounds, they call you out of bounds, the foul animations, the foul calls, just a ton of goofiness that doesn't add up to playing basketball. 2K way too involved, at least in my opinion. Yeah, interior defense is, it's bad. It's bad. I like that as a perimeter lockdown. At least in my opinion, I like that as a perimeter lockdown. You can contain easily. I do like that. It's not very difficult to stay next to a ball handler for perimeter defense. I don't mind that so much, especially in a 5v5 setting. But oftentimes, like when I'm playing perimeter defense, I open the door. So in other words, you know, a lot of people like to brim run. So I open the door for them to go into the paint, considering that there's going to be a trap there. So I open the door, then our big man is there for the trap. And as bad as interior defense is, it makes the trap irrelevant because they're still just laying the ball right up on the dude's grill. 2K gave in like they always do. Yeah, facts. They gave in. They gave in. And I can't understand. Can y'all break, what up, Slim? Can y'all break down, why do you think, my opinion, the reason why I think 2K, hear me on this, y'all, please hear me on this. In my opinion, the reason why I think 2K breaks down in regards to defense is because I think they have a lack of respect for the player base. I don't think, you know, one of the most popular games is Elden Ring, right? Yeah, guys, if you never played Elden Ring, I understand it's not the point here. But Elden Ring is one of the most difficult games. You could just put in like Elden Ring Rage, and you'll see a bunch of people damn near breaking their controllers, breaking their keyboards, and just raging out. Just one of the most difficult games. But that's how its player base, they've come to love that. They like that type of stimulation or whatever. 2K doesn't understand and respect the player base to make a game difficult and allow the player base to adjust to the difficulties. Instead, they make changes to the game that remove strategy, remove like skill base, and they dumb it down and water it down to a point where somebody is just literally running back and forth and pressing square. It's just extremely disappointing when I come from an era of 2K where you felt your finesse. Tell me if I'm wrong about this. And even you could say as close as NBA 2K20. When you drove into the paint, everybody knew about the hop step into the paint, right? But you felt that finesse when you were dribbling. You felt when you split defenders. It felt so good. It was so fulfilling to split defenders with a hop step and then choose which type of dunk you're going to dunk with. You felt that. So it made you feel like you was gaming, living vicariously through 2K. It made you feel that. I don't feel that in 2K23. In fact, what I do see often happening is I'll get past a defender, they're alongside of me, and I get put into a brick wall complete stop animation as if they're in front of me. Momentum killer is 2K23. 2K23 is like a momentum killer where momentum was such a beautiful mechanic in damn near all previous 2Ks. Momentum was something that you kind of felt develop as you were coming down the court, and when you got a step ahead of the defender, you got past him. It was like you got a step ahead, you're past him. There's no slowdown in momentum there. In fact, there was a speed up in momentum, which allowed you to finish more aggressively and have a lot more fun. That's not the case in NBA 2K23. They got a lot of work to do. Alan Rogers, I'll showcase the season quest again right now. Let's get into it. I did showcase them before earlier today. We're going to season. Not much there. 2v2 Maestro. You get a bracelet. Fill up the score sheet. I guess it's a stat stuffer. You get a t-shirt. Rec Rat, you get a chain. There's a certain amount of rec games. And 3v3, you get your skinny tight spandex pants, which goes perfect with your glizzies, your glizzy hats. It's the super slow steal animation. Well, your steal animation is based on your steal attribute. So, and it is a long-winded steal animation. That's another thing that really irks me too. A month or so ago, and it was fastest-ish. Speed of the game was more fun. Yeah, speed is always going to be a huge factor, in my opinion, with 2K. Speed is always going to be a defining factor. I noticed that 2K23 was clunky from the beginning, but I thought maybe as folks start getting more dribble animations and more comfortable with combining or comboing these dribble animations, that there'll be a little bit more fluidity in the movement and motion. There's nothing worse than on your drive on an open lane, you're driving to the rack and your momentum just gets deaded. Like you just stop. Or you go into this weird like stutter animation before a takeoff. So it's not fluid in motion from one step to the next. It's like you got two left feet. So you'll go into a motion of you're jumping off your left foot, but then 2K will kind of glitch on you and make you take another step with your left foot because they're two separate animations. The drive and the takeoff, two totally separate animations. And you could actually see these animations queue up, which 2K never had a problem with back in the day. At least that's been my experience. Appreciate you too, Alan Rogers. They need to fix paint defense ASAP. Paint defense is not getting fixed. So I feel you on that. I feel you on that all the way. 2K has had a problem with paint defense for years now. Every year I've tried, maybe since 2K17. 2K17 was probably the last 2K where I felt really good about paint defense. Every year since, I've tried to make a center and I haven't been completely satisfied. But this year, 2K23, I said it takes the cake. It takes the cake, in my opinion. 2K23 made paint defense completely irrelevant. So I start watching things, right? I said, well, what did we have? We had 2K22. 2K21 was a rim running game. Everybody was catching bodies, right? Defense, interior defense was irrelevant, but folks were getting contact dunks to kind of offset how noticeable like the poor paint defense actually was. So people were getting highlights. They were happy about that. But I got tired of the highlights real early because there was so many so quickly, and they were dragging you into a contact dunk animation if you're trying to play defense. So it was forcing those animations in. Then we got NBA 2K22. And I think a lot of people thought it was bad until we got 2K23. 2K23 is next level. That takes it to a whole new level. Why? Because these animations that you're getting just don't make sense. You work yourself to get into position extremely early. You're there. Every single person on the court sees you in really good position and is looking at their teammate like, what are you doing going up on him right now? That's what they're thinking until the animation finishes playing out and you guys get 2 points, even though the work was done early by the defense. So it makes sense to, like, nobody could appreciate. I don't think anybody on the court could appreciate this stuff. Like, nobody's going to want to see somebody do the work early and then Even me, like if I go up on somebody, I'm not gonna feel satisfied with that finish. And it's not like it's a strong finish. It's not like an NBA 2K21 where you are dunking everything, going crazy. They're super weak finishes, like layup animations, contact layup animations, which doesn't feel good for the person trying to finish. I know I don't want to have a 99 dunk or a high 90s dunk and go up with a layup animation. It's not going to feel satisfying to me, right? So for the offense, it's not satisfying, and for the defense, it's not satisfying. Now, I could just give you guys a theory of what I think happened here, and I think 2K just failed in NBA 2K23 to go in and separate these animations. They got stuck with that contact engine, or impact engine is what they called it. And the impact engine changed the game when 2K started making animations. One, defense and offense, as soon as they collide, it turns into one contact layup animation. We're like, nobody asked for that, man. Give me back the days where my defender in the paint used to go for a cock back type of, way back here swinging animation. And sometimes you'll get a swap block that just threw the ball all the way across the court. But the fact is that you was able to do that as a defender and just swing, and it just looked crazy. It looked good. It felt good. You're like, damn, as a defender, you're like, damn, I was so close, and that kind of felt good. And then the person that went up for a dunk because they had the right trigger pressed, and they went that animation finished through and through. Whether it was a complete, like for 2 points, or you got blocked. The point is that the animation played all the way through. There was no changes in those animations. And I think it was lazy of 2K, especially when these animations don't make sense. Like if you're doing the work early, you're 7 foot, the dude driving is 6'1". There's no way that you with your hands up should not be able to contest that to the point that they can't score 2 points. So that's what we're seeing. We're seeing things that are, at least in my opinion, it feels like we're seeing things that are just confusing us as ball players, because in real life, it's so far removed from like reality. And that's what's turned me off. I know I was ranting there, but I guess it was due time. I haven't been on 2K much lately, so I guess it was past due time for me to rant, man. Past due. And I don't want to put this in a video. The reason why I don't put this in a video is because I don't want to damper the experience for 2K for a lot of players. There's a lot of players that getting on the game for the first time, and they may find all this stuff dope. I'm just worn. Like, this stuff has worn on me too much. Seeing hoping for so much more and getting so much less from 2K. Curry slide is back, y'all. The Curry escape. The Glizzinator had me dying. Why don't you stream gameplay anymore? I don't really stream too much gameplay because, one, I haven't been playing it nearly as often. But I'm really disappointed with the gameplay. Yeah, I am really, really disappointed with the gameplay. So I haven't been, and I don't like to be on stream like not in good spirits. I always try to be in good spirits on my day-to-day. I try my best to be in good spirits. And I don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen a lot of content creators be that guy and try to lead the way with 2K hate. And I'm like, nah, B. I appreciate what 2K has done in regards to me being a creator, allowing me to create, having a lane to create. And I just don't want to be that guy that just hates 2K. But as it stands right now, I'm disappointed with the gameplay, and I'm hoping that 2K makes an adjustment. I have Hall of Fame. Yeah. I have Hall of Fame pogo stick. My interior defender has about 41 or 42 badges. I have Hall of Fame pogo. There's nothing that I don't got Hall of Fame. Yeah, I don't want to be the angry guy. Facts. Yeah, I don't want to be the angry guy. But it is what it is. 383 in the chat. Is there anything that you guys want me to showcase? I could definitely pull it up. If you just tuning in and you heard me ranting here, let me know. I'll pull it up. If this season ends up being a little different, I know 2K recently had a patch, So if there's something different about gameplay, there's one player in particular that I really enjoy playing with. So I'll pull him up right there. I'll pull him up so you guys can see. So far, I think it was what is it called? I'll pull it up. Remember, I just reinstalled 2K right before I started this live stream. So everything is going to say prospect until I load up. So I'm going to have to see which player it is here. It might be this player because I know those were the last 3 players I ran with. Yeah, Curry Slide is back. I'll show the rewards. I'll show the rewards right now. You're not going to get ready for high level of disappointment. But yeah, this is my favorite player on the game, bar none. Like, I'm so happy I made this player. Otherwise, who knows when I would have stopped playing 2K. But this player by far is my favorite player to run with. Those are my stats. 92 driving dunk, 92 three-point shot with a good amount of ball handle. And I play up top with this player with an 80 perimeter defense and the 45 steal. I still end up there. You know what's sickening about 2K? Let me tell you something. Salute to you too, Jamil. What up, man? What's sickening about 2K is that y'all see that low 45 steal? There is not much difference in the amount of steals that I get from this 45 steal with 80 perimeter defense to my lockdown with a 99 steal and a super high perimeter defense. That is sickening, man. That is sickening. So you do feel a difference in your movement, but the steal mechanic is so broken. In other words, normally the way a lot of people get steals is the blitzing. So I'm good at blitzing. If I see a hip ride by another player, then I'll blitz and get the steal like that. And that's what I do with this player often. And you cannot tell the difference between when I have this player out there playing the top or have my lockdown out there playing the top. It's really unfortunate. It just is what it is. And to hear that 2K nerfed on-ball steals, I said, yeah, there goes that other lockdown because I ain't bringing them back out. This player has everything, and there's not a noticeable difference in defense. So I'll be staying with this player. Satisfying, completely satisfying player. I love that player. You can do everything. You can run the 1, run the 2, run the 3. I just love it. But this is not like my park. I don't play park. So let's go into the season rewards because I know some people are just tuning in and they want to see the season rewards. Just be ready to be disappointed. There's not a opportunity. You can't pull out no popcorn and you're not going to be happy about the season rewards. EA Sports need to drop NBA Live. So if you guys don't know, NBA 2K got NBA Live disbanded. This report was brought to us by Brian Mazik over at Forbes. And he knew somebody on the inside. It was, I think, the year before last that NBA Live wanted to drop a free-to-play game. And it wasn't NBA 2K per se, but the NBA told NBA Live that you cannot drop a free-to-play game because it's going to cut into the sales for NBA 2K. At least that's what Brian Mazik reported. And not only were they unable to drop that game, they disbanded the team. Now, I don't know if things have changed since then, but as you guys see, we haven't heard anything. So the drop Curry and D Rose 6 facts. Heem, yeah, your boy Heem. I was saying the same thing about D Rose. It looks like it's going to be good along with that Curry. Things are going to change. Like, we're going to see different animations in the game for this season for sure. That Curry is going to get a lot of folks. And there's a lot more smaller point guards that we're seeing out there that are going to be able to take advantage. I think you need to be 6'4". So you got the helmet at 30. Still not that. I like the jerseys at 35. And then you got the sci-fi armor. These armor, like the armor is going to have a bunch of different color choices, which they have right now at the pop-up shop. And then you get the badge point and the drone at level 40. The Naruto run is this season. People are still, hey, Ryan, what's going on, Ryan? Rewards are trash again, Harry Johnson. Curry slide, you should have the same rewards. I imagine you're going to have the same rewards. That drone is something. That drone is crazy. My favorite season reward this season are the player indicators. Yeah, the player indicators are dope. I ain't even going to front. I'm doing good, Ryan. Yeah, this is bad, J. Ellie. Was there something else? I thought Jay Ellie said he wanted me to show something else too. I might have missed it. I kind of forgot. You show the jump shot celebrations? Yeah, I can show the jump shot celebrations. Where do you see the jump shot celebrations? Where is it that you see that at? Is it under animations? In-game celebrations? Park shot celebrations? Yeah, maybe it's here. Yep. Okay. So that's what you got. Big carry. This is the goofy stuff that I told you they was doing, y'all. So imagine you doing that animation and you got a glizzy hat on. What up, Keith Cobbs? You see what I'm saying? So this is the stuff I tell you, they be trolling the hell out of y'all. Okay, there's a jump shot bootleg animations. Imagine if 2K, now I know the homie wanted to see the jump shot celebrations, and I think it is a good thing that they incorporate jump shot celebrations, but I don't think it's a good thing when you incorporate jump shot celebrations and the gameplay mechanics are so lacking. So that's where things start frustrating me. And the reason why it frustrates me more so than anything is because the game was already damn near good. We had 2K19 and 2K20. We were like at the cusp of something so great that didn't have to be changed for maybe like the next 2 decades. 2K19, 2K20 just needed some minor adjustments. Everything else could have been aesthetic. Then they could have focused on like animations and, you know, what do you call that? Like clothing and aesthetic type of stuff. We were right there. We didn't need gameplay changes. We were right there. 2K, of course, introduces a brand new city, collapses gameplay. Game was laggy and buggy, and it leads us to 2K23, which was great when it first dropped. But shot contests don't make any sense. Dunk and pro in. Let's see the dunk animation. See, all right, trash talker. And these animations are so weak. Well, yeah, I got that. Isn't there like park? No, there's nothing in flops. Park after 3. Okay, season exclusive. These are probably old because I haven't gone into them. Yeah, these are probably old. It would have probably said like season. Who knows? I can't lie. I'll hit level 40 every season, but I'm just one. Yeah, I'm interested in that Hogwarts joint too, man. I'm really interested in it. Yeah, appreciate you, GDN. Thank you for watching, man. I don't feel like we're playing. Thank you. Ricardo Moreno said, I don't feel like we're playing a next generation game. And I think, you know what's crazy, Ricardo? And Recycle BS, Bronx Tale. Shout out to you too. That was one of my favorite movies, Bronx Tale. But I think the last thing, in my opinion, the last thing that 2K wanted us to feel. Now, from what I hear, if you go to current gen, then you would appreciate this next gen experience. That's what I hear. That's one. But I haven't played current gen. And I feel very similar to what Ricardo said. And I think the last thing that 2K wanted us to feel, because they focus so much on aesthetic, you know, they focus so much on like the appearance of everything. I think the very last thing that they wanted us to feel was that we weren't in a next gen experience. I think 2K wanted to present something like next gen, right? Like they wanted us to believe that this is next gen. Next gen is separate from current gen. But when you're a player, as you play the game every day, you go into the rec center, you go into your like preferred game mode every single day, then of course everything's gonna boil down to gameplay mechanics. That's my opinion. Everything will end up boiling down to how the game functions. Not the aesthetic. That never holds up. Aesthetics in no video game ever keeps the game like it never serves as the foundation for a game. You know what I've been playing? You know the game that I've had the most fun on this year Hands down, no game even comes close to this game. Zelda Breath of the Wild. No game, in my opinion, even comes close. But when we're talking about aesthetics, there's no comparison to some of these other games that are like, Zelda's on Nintendo Switch. When it comes to aesthetics, you're thinking like some other AAA titles out there. But aesthetics consistently do not hold these games together. Gameplay, functionality is what keeps people on the game, which is why a game like Elden Ring is so amazing. Because it kind of worked both of those aspects. Good gameplay mechanics and amazing aesthetics. Hands down would be the case. You can't put fluff on something that's broken underneath. It's not gonna, people are always gonna see through this. And it may last for like a weekend with your cousins. Don't get me wrong. Hell yeah. Tell me if I'm wrong. Wouldn't 2K be super fun a weekend with your cousins or your friends or something like that? Holiday weekend just passed. Y'all going crazy on 2K. That it could be fun for a weekend. But when it happens, when you're playing it consistently, that's when you start noticing all the like glizzy type of animations. So I don't know, man. I'm down to keep talking. I'm down to keep vibing out with y'all. I care about game balance way more than the city can offer. And that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Elden Ring is what good games look like. Facts. Donald Trump. Shout out to Donald Trump. He's in the Donald Trump's bone spurs are in the chat. But yeah, man. Facts. If we get a game like 2K, what I've come to realize, especially in recent years, is I start giving a lot more different games a shot. And I started looking up reviews and seeing some of the best games that are out there that I may have missed over the years. And I've noticed that some of the best games, she has something in her mouth. Oh, I don't know what she was eating. I noticed that some of the best games don't necessarily, oh, okay, she was eating that thing, don't necessarily have the best aesthetics. I know a real popular game is like Roblox. I never played that. Yeah. But yeah, and we want to, facts, we want to enjoy basketball. But the messed up thing here, which I don't like and I don't appreciate, and it's not good for gamers. And I think the larger companies need to start taking over. And I don't think it's in Sony's best interest to allow one basketball game. I don't think it's in Sony, Microsoft's. I don't think it's in any of those guys' best interest to allow one basketball game developer. Why is that? Why is that the case? I don't understand what's changed from past years where we had multiple options, and now we just don't. And there's so much things happening behind the scenes that we can't even understand. And I know it may sound silly because for some of the folks that don't take gaming or understand the scope of how much money like a company like 2K actually brings in, if you don't understand that scope, then you'd be like, nah, that can't, those politics, they ain't trying to keep other developers from making a basketball game. That'll be your like ignorant response. But the fact is that companies like 2K make it extremely difficult for another company to get a license or create another basketball game that can compete, because there's so much politics. And then when it comes to investors, you know, these games take a lot of money and are considered a huge risk as far as the investors are concerned. Like, investors are not quick to invest in a game, especially a basketball game, unless it has licensing backed by the NBA. And even then, it's still extremely difficult for an investor. It's risky. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for them to get that financial backing. And this is why you see, even though you would think as successful as 2K is, that investors will jump at the idea of investing in another basketball game. But for some reason, that's not the case. For some weird reason, even though 2K consistently breaks sales numbers, another company coming up with a basketball game is not a lucrative idea or concept. There's no business out there that's singular for the most part. There's always somebody that, if you come up with a great idea, there's always somebody that comes behind it and tries to create a product very similar. Because investors know that made money, so we can make money here doing this. I'll show my badges. Thomas, appreciate the $1.99 super chat. Look at Madden. When was the last time you saw an NFL game that was not? Yeah, and NFL 2K was the best thing. You can't polish turd. Plus, doesn't 2K have to give money to the NBA every year? Well, I'm sure it's a one hand wash the other type of experience now. But as big as 2K is, I don't know how their deal works though. I don't know what badges I have on this player right now, but I'll show them. I think this is what I normally leave it on anyway. I'll move this over. The homie wanted to see the badges. This is my favorite build, by the way. And so far, now, I want to mention this. I know the last time I was playing with this, over the last few times that I played with this player, this has been my shooting badge setup, and I haven't, prior to this shooting badge setup, I was having some complications with my shooting, and I had to get it adjusted, and this badge setup has worked out the best for me. I don't even like the idea of having guard up. All I know is that I was going through a bunch of changes in my badge setup. I started hitting with this badge setup, and I left it alone. I didn't touch it again. So that ended up working out for me. I enjoy that. This is my playmaking setup, and defense, not much there on defense, but that's what I'm working with. And I normally go, I do trial and error until things start clicking again. And it so happened I was struggling. I wasn't shooting as consistent as I wanted. I had agent 3s on. So if I was running point guard, I would definitely put agent 3s on, take off guard up. But this is what worked, so I hadn't changed it since. And I've been shooting really consistent with this player. Super happy. Screen is blacked out. Don't tell me the screen is blacked out. Does anybody else see the screen blacked out? Don't tell me the screen is blacked out. Screen working on your end. All right, cool. Yeah. That's probably because you hit pause. I almost started tripping. Screen is working on your end. All right, everybody else see the screen fine? It's not blacked. All right, thank you. Well, I appreciate you trying, Thomas. It's all good. It's all good. San Antonio. Hey, thank you, Roman. Hey, man, I got to say, I know I haven't been as consistent with uploading content. I'm trying to get back on, especially for the new year, and trying to bring the community more events. So if you guys know, we're pulling up on 25,000 members in our Discord. We would love for you guys to join our community. We're hosting a bunch of events to bring the community together. So even when the game is not popping, at least we're popping, you know what I mean? And we could maybe try out new games or just maintain a sense of community. So join the Discord. We'd love to have you. Type !Discord to join. And I'm always available in our Discord very often, even when I'm not live streaming or connecting with you guys through here. I'll be in our Discord on a call. So you guys are open to come into the room. It's a voice channel. Open to come into the room, say what up, ask a question. Shout out to the All City gang, the admins and everybody who help keep our Discord together. All City Big Red, Chosen, All City Slim, All City Dandara, people that help keep All City Rome, people that help keep our Discord together. And we're going to be hosting a lot of events in there just to bring people together. We'd love for you guys to come through as well. Do you have a second page about hip hop news? I do, Roman Productions. Yep, I do. Yeah, you did hear my voice. Yep. That's 1 minute hip hop. So yeah, that channel's going crazy. That's another reason why I kind of gotta like balance my time between channels. Um, so I do hip hop content. Yeah, that's how Madden is. I was crazy about it, but now it's weak. The gameplay sick. Yeah, it's been. I appreciate you, Santonio. Uh, it's been years since I bought a Madden game. So maybe I give 2K a little too much grace because I've never been a huge Madden player, especially when NFL 2K was out. I really loved NFL 2K. But I know people who buy Madden every year and they probably got sick of it quick. I think I'm getting to a point with 2K where it's just like, yo, come on, yeah. I'm thinking 2K, come on, I'll show the rewards, Papa, if the homie haven't seen the rewards. Um, like, come on, we're right there, 2K. What is keeping you from like what do you guys think keeps 2K from being great? Because I thought we was like one step away from greatness with 2K19 and 2K20. I thought we was like right there. We just need to take that baby step. So what do y'all think keeps 2K from being great? Yeah, well, some of the homies want to see the rewards, so as we talking, I'll go through them. I showed the rewards multiple times already, in case you're just tuning in, but I'll show them again. There's not much to look at here. We got the 30-minute XP coin. This right here is sci-fi gloves to go with some sci-fi armor. That's going to be later on in the rewards. Some banners. 2K is trolling us. I'm telling you, they put that 2K18 banner for a reason. That 2K18 banner is telling me that 2K is trolling us. They know that the community feels like 2K18 was the worst 2K ever released. So why would they make a banner and put it as a reward? That's a troll. You got a go-kart at 20. Greed. Last man in the boats to we need better rewards to grind towards, not rewards that everyone can get easily. Well, so I don't know what's up with the My Team rewards. 2K just doesn't get it. I think if you ask any consistent 2K player to come up with rewards, you know, at the end of, let me just put this out there, at the end of this last Courtside report for season 4, they have a survey at the very bottom. So if you go to 2K on Twitter and then click the season 4 report, at the very bottom, there's a survey that lasts, I think they said it's like a 20-minute survey. So they're asking a bunch of questions. And they asking about season 3, were the rewards worth it? Was it worth your time? Things like this. They're asking about the previous season and what you guys think about particular rewards. So you guys may want to go and fill out that survey. It's at the very bottom of the season 4 Courtside report, and you can get that on 2K's Twitter. If they allowed us the opportunity to voice our opinion on what we see fit or as suitable rewards, they would have these ideas to fill up, all 9 seasons. But they're obviously clueless because from the very first 2K season, not just for 2K23, the first time they introduced seasons up until now, it's very similar rewards. We still get My Team. We still get banners. We still get pants like this weird stuff. Armbands that I never even put on an armband, not once. We still get this year they introduced the colored hairstyles. That's only because they're trying to put y'all in a princess dress very soon. So that's the only reason why they're incorporating the colored hairstyle. Because they're really trying to get players... They're really trying to get y'all comfortable with putting on a miniskirt. So we're going to get very much the same thing. And you can see My Team rewards, the jerseys are fresh. But that's another thing. I think they could have been introducing jerseys in here. Mountain Dew jerseys are pretty fresh. And then they get this sci-fi armor, which kind of tells me they don't get it. We just had the mascots, the Knights mascot, that look very similar to this sci-fi armor. And it just looks, and then they separate the sci-fi armor into two separate rewards. The badge point is what everybody strives for. The dress is 2K24. Yeah, it's gonna be at the cover of 2K24. Blocking needs its own system and steals needs its own system. Thank you. That's a great idea. Who said that? Gold Space. That and I think Gold Space is right. A lot of people get plenty of blocks. We're not talking about the blocks that you do get. You know, I get this. Sometimes we get certain people, right? That now I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I'm part of a really large community of players in our Discord. So we get the opinions, I get the consensus of like a large group of players. And then I've been playing 2K23 in particular every single day. So we get to actually see and feel what the game is about. Some of the best players to some of the worst players. Then you get a homie in here that says, yeah, I get a ton of blocks. And this is why a lot of these feelings are like subjective, because the homie probably plays once a week. So he probably feels like he gets a ton of blocks. But if you play this game every single day, you won't even be happy with the amount of blocks that you do get versus the amount of blocks that you should have gotten for doing your work early. And that's where the problem lies. Sure, you can get a lot of blocks in 2K, but then how many times does 2K hold you in reference or in comparison to the amount of times that 2K rewards you for your efforts? And that's where things start becoming frustrating. Like, at least for me, it's like, well, if I got a block on that animation where I lunged across the court and got a chase down block, how come I couldn't get a block in this particular animation where I was there super early? So that's the problem. Man says stop. The folks are disgusted with the rewards. Look at the folks are disgusted. Yeah, exactly. Z said that. Has anyone noticed change in shooting? I've been hitting a point, and now I can't make a shot. I haven't played. They said there's new rec uniforms, which is interesting. What the homie said you wanted to see? Season quests. I'll show the season quests again. I appreciate y'all asking. There's not much in season quests. Hopefully y'all see that. Rec rat. You get a necklace, a medallion. You get skinny, tight spandex for your 3v3 mode. And you get a t-shirt. You get a stat t-shirt. So disappointing. And you get a chain bracelet for the 2v2 Maestro. Whoever's in charge of the reward, they must be stretched in. And from what Ronnie 2K said, 2K headquarters is like gigantic. It's like a world in its own. At least this is how Ronnie 2K described it. When you go into 2K headquarters, it's like each department has its own world and all this stuff, right? But then when you look at the rewards, when you look at the effort outside of what's already been done, so the city's already done, but then you look at the effort that they put into like the reward system, where you would think 2K would be smart enough to incorporate some of their sponsors into these season rewards. And if they were incorporating their sponsors into the season rewards, we wouldn't get the same t-shirt for like level 1 and the same basketball for level 2. We would see a lot more sponsored. In other words, this would be more incentive for companies to pay 2K for advertising if they put that stuff in things like the season rewards. If they put advertisement into rec uniforms and rec courts, and we get a Mountain Dew rec season, or, you know, a Chips Ahoy park, or, you know, you get what I mean to say. Is not just events that happen in the event center, but one hand wash the other. It adds incentive for 2K to work with their sponsors, and it gives us, the players, a new look. Things should be plastered. If they want advertisements, they shouldn't be up where we have to look up to see them. Put them everywhere. Instead of having graffiti here, put your advertisements up. That way you can start focusing on gameplay and you won't have to think so much about rewards. Now you can start going into the motion capture and start separating animations so we don't have to be concerned about an impact engine where when we're driving into the paint, holding our right trigger to dunk the rock, we don't get put into a contact layup animation where somebody goes for a steal while you're trying to dead cross over on the exact animation you knew they were going to reach. You knew they were going to reach. So you're trying to cross over to kill them because they reached. You don't get put into, like, your crossover doesn't even happen. You end up getting put into like a body up animation, even though they just hit square. You're getting put into a body up animation and neither you or the defender are getting the animation that was queued up. 2K takes over both of y'all players and puts y'all into a 2-second animation, and you have to wait for that animation to play out before you can even continue your dribble moves again. It's so unrealistic and so frustrating because this was not the 2K way. Yeah, Royal Scion said, go and do the 2K survey, y'all, and go in on them. Is anybody else getting glitched out, like can't see anything? Yeah. Nah, my game is fine. I feel like a good 40 reward would be a player grinded. That's not a bad idea. I think that's what Brute said. Well, Brute said a free player build. I think that is a good idea. If it's 2K's goal, when I don't know if folks understand this part of it. I'm not trying to act like I'm smarter than anybody here, but maybe some folks just play the game without understanding the back end politics. But the more that 2K is able to show like a good amount of player base, like a lot of players are still on the game, that gives them leverage when they're going into these meetings for whatever they want to introduce in 2K. So it's always in 2K's best interest to have a high player base, right? Maybe in any game's interest, it's their best interest to have a high player base. It doesn't in turn lead to microtransactions. So if it's in 2K's best interest to keep the player base super high, one thing that universally the player base would absolutely love is a free player build. Hands down, there is not one player out there that will say, if we love the badge point that we get at level 39, that one badge point, imagine a free player build. So universally, I think every 2K player will put down whatever other game, like every consistent 2K player will put down whatever other game they're playing and grind out to level 40. I don't know what keeps 2K from saying we can't just give away one player build, but make sure that our player base numbers skyrocket. I don't get that. I don't get what's the problem there. Give it away, 2K. Give it away. Your player base will skyrocket. Not only that, your microtransactions go skyrocket as well because everybody's going to be grinding. And because everybody's grinding, the best players are on the game. So everybody's in the rec center, which means you got to pay for boost. Who is running 2K's marketing? Like, who is running the... I don't get it. It don't make sense to me. Everybody will be happy. Everybody happy. We get what we want. 2K gets all the money in the world. And players don't care. The good majority of players do not, in my opinion, do not mind spending money when it's a good game in front of them. You might look back on it afterwards like, damn, I didn't want to spend that on it. You might look back on it when you got to pay your mortgage like, damn, man. Or you got to pay your rent. Damn, bro, car note is due. Damn, I shouldn't have bought that. But man, when you know you're going to get a free player build, put it like this. I bet more players will spend money on their build just to get that free build in the end. So they'll spend the exact same money they would have spent to get a new build for the free build at level 40. It's so weird. We are weird like that. Nah, B, I gotta grind. I had to buy VC, bro. I gotta grind. I gotta get that free build. But you could have made a new. Nah, B, but this one's free. But you just paid the same. Nah, but it's free though. Yo, 2K got us finesse. Ryan, what up, Ryan? I'm chilling, man. Week was good. Trying to get back in the groove of things. Trying to connect with the homies. Yeah, about to grind. Well, I didn't hit level 40 this past season. I didn't hit level 40. I was so disappointed with the gameplay. And they're saying that they didn't touch gameplay, but I don't know. I see things different. I feel like 2K did indeed touch gameplay. That's what's up, Ryan. So really weird stuff, man. The more and more they keep giving BS rewards, what he say here? I'm getting used to not getting on 2K. Yeah. And, for me, I don't concern so much with the rewards because, it's usually aesthetic stuff. I do like the pop-up shops, and sometimes I enjoy spending little money on 2K. But I always play 2K from like an analyst perspective. So I'm always analyzing gameplay. So when something frustrating happens, it's not just like because it happened to me. I'm watching it in the sense of how do I present content to y'all. And when something happens poorly to somebody else, I feel just as affected. So I watch all the gameplay and everybody's scratching their head. Damn, that's goofy. You ever been in one of those super long-winded animations where the ball gets poked this way and then it gets hit that way? And all in a matter of like 10 seconds, it'll switch possessions maybe 3 or 4 times. And everybody's scratching their head like, what in the world type of goofy? Like you're playing rugby or something. What in the world type of goofiness is this? I'm super glad that, how bad this game would have been if 2K didn't introduce the transition files. Oh, we would have been pissed. What up, Chris? Yeah, Curry Slide is back. Yeah, Curry Slide is back. Can't control your player. Yeah, you can't control your player. Too many instances I feel that 2K is taking over our player. 2K20 day is so good. Thank you, Keenan. I've been saying the same thing. OG, what up, man? Hope you have a blessed day too, man. Hope you have a blessed one too. But Keenan said it, man. 2K23 day one gameplay was amazing. I felt the same way. Come on, y'all know if y'all been here for a little while, y'all know I was preaching 2K23 as the best 2K ever released, and now I feel the exact opposite. I've noticed with the gameplay that 2K23 is looking like to me as I was able to stay on 2K18 the whole year. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case for me in NBA 2K23. Can't justify playing it. Yeah, I feel you, Chris. I'm saying the same thing. It's difficult, and I don't blame you, man. It's difficult. Because I have a high free throws. Yeah, facts, J. Ellie. Yep. Can y'all believe that folks still foul? They got the transition fouls in the game the whole year. Can y'all believe that these idiots still come, like you still grab the rebound and somebody's there spamming? Them boys eating one too many glizzies. The glizzinators. The glizzinators be there spamming. You're like, damn, homie. How many of y'all run rec with randoms? I think the stamina bar. I think not the stamina bar. What do you guys know what I'm referring to? I think they just incorporated it wrong. It was a great idea. It was a great concept. They wanted to slow down the cheese. in my opinion, the way defense is able to contain in 2K23 is exactly what 2K needed. The way like a defender is able to motion, like a lockdown defender, if he made his build for that with a super high perimeter defense, is able to stay in front of a ball handler and really play that cat and mouse game is exactly what 2K needed. The problem is that they sacrifice the offense to make that a reality. And I don't think folks like the slowdown, the offense or the defense likes the slowdown. I enjoyed playing against those left-right cheesers. I enjoyed trying. I know we couldn't contain them per se, but if you're a good defender, you lead them toward another defender, at least in a 5v5 setting. If we were able to have good defense with that same type of offense, it'd be this game. In other words, the game speed is quicker. So you get to feel each move that you make. You get to feel like if you get beat. You know what I mean? You don't get that feeling in NBA 2K23. There's no like, oh, I beat him. Nah. The slowdown is horrible. Nobody wants that slowdown. I don't think anybody wants that slowdown. The offense or the defense. As you consistently play it. Don't get me wrong. A casual player might be like, this is awesome. But as you consistently play it, you don't get that feeling. They need to address the rec offensive player out of bounds. Yeah, the out of bounds calls are relentless. This is the goofy stuff that I've been talking about, y'all. This is the goofy stuff. Those out of bounds calls are goofy. 2K full of crap. They're taking too much money from us. It's like, yeah, they are. Yeah, one of the more popular videos this year that I ran was how much it costs to make a build. And that thing got like, everybody seems to have been talking about it because it was like, man, are you kidding me? Where did they get off with that? But mind you, it wasn't as intense because the game was really good. Everybody was saying that the game was really good. So folks didn't have like that crazy strong feeling about it because the game was considered good at that time. Now, it's not the same. They needed a clamps buff, not a steel nerf. I think clamps is perfect. I think clamps is good. I don't think they needed to nerf steals either. I think good ball handlers don't get stripped a lot, period. There's a lot of people on here because this stuff is subjective. There's a lot of people on here that think they're good players. That point guard position is extra hard. And this year, we haven't ran into, man, what can I say? Maybe this year we had we had two good point guards. And we probably seen, let's see, maybe 5 good point guards, like as playing against other players out there and saying, oh, that point guard was good. Maybe 5. And we done played hundreds of games. I have never played a 2K since I can remember that there wasn't just a ton of good point guards. Point guard has always been the position. People always shine that point guard. This is the first year where these point guards are next. Am I wrong? These point guards out here are horrendous. I know a lot of people are mad from 2K22. I know you guys are looking terrible out there. Because I have not seen them. They are not out there. If interior defense was just slightly better, you point guards will look even worse. So I'm looking at the point guard position from like, all right, if we play in a competitive game, you know that point guard ain't going to do nothing. Not a rec setting. I'm talking about a competitive game. When I'm ready to play up, you know, we all turn up. We get our best players out there and we ready to play and turn up. Everybody's connected. So the defense is moving in unison. If interior defense was even slightly better, all those point guards who get past the first defender, set up an ISO 5 out, get past the first defender on the rotation, that is supposed to be a block, not a finish. When you're running against a good team that knows how to rotate really well. You're not wrong. He said a lot of because glove is a tier 2 defensive badge on PGs. Well, I'm not talking about the defense for point guards. I'm talking about running point guard, like the point guard running PG. It's crazy out there as a guard this year. Yeah, it is crazy. I've tried running guard and it's tough. And if it wasn't for us playing with like the homie Tron, if you guys haven't seen Tron play, if it wasn't for us playing with him, man, I don't know who would have been running point guard. You know, a good point guard is able to score when they need a score and set up their team to keep them interested the whole game. They have a tough job. You know what I mean to say? Don't nobody want to be sitting at the hash and sitting in the corner every offensive play and not get the rock. So a good point guard may take a quarter to like force a double team on a rim run. So that way he could dish out. Or maybe he'll just drive on the dude just to force a rotation so that the second, third, and fourth quarters he's passing the rock. But you know what I mean? A good point guard, they are not out there in 2K23 that make a point guard and they're not mentally a PG or skilled to play point guard. Yeah, all they do is dribble until the shot clock is out and then they pass the rock. Yeah. Yeah, nah, Tom, I think a lot of folks do feel I think a lot of folks do feel like what Tom just said. I think point guards need to hit 10 threes. No. Point guards need to hit 10 threes when they need to hit 10 threes. You know what I mean to say? Like, if we're playing as a team and we know their defense is so good, like the team that we're playing against is so good that they're only giving our point guard the option to score. Because everybody else is face guarding their opponent. And they're not allowing no backdoor cuts or nothing like that. And, you know, the point guard has to take over. So when that needs to happen. And the point guard needs to know when that's supposed to happen. That's what I mean by good point guard. It's not nothing good. I mean, this is just average PG skill level. I've been running with good point guards since playing 2K. Some of the best point guards. So I'm not a good point guard, but I know what it takes to be a good point guard. You know what I mean to say? Now a lot of folks out there that just get an opportunity to run with random, so they don't really get to see good point guards or how to build a team with a good point guard. But we've seen the best, so we know what it takes. And this year, I never seen some of the worst point guards ever. Rethink your position. Rethink it. Y'all make sure y'all like up the stream. What's the point of playing? The rewards are not good, well, you know, it's weird. It's weird because we played 2K back then, and when this 2K19, 2K20, some of the best years. 2K16, 2K17, some of the best years. And we weren't doing it for rewards. We didn't you weren't getting no rewards. You got an ugly sweater at Christmas. That was it. So we didn't say what's the point of playing because there were no rewards. So we played to play. You know what I mean? Like we played because the game was dope. We played because it was competitive. We played because it was enjoyable. We didn't play because 2K had an incentive at the end of our day. And the grind toward legend was so long. You guys know I would hit legend in NBA 2K20. It was so long that your day-to-day gameplay was nothing in comparison to your grind toward legend, because it was such a small advancement each day. It was just like chopping down a tree. So at the end of your day, you weren't satisfied like receiving anything. Every day you get on 2K now, you could get a reward from spinning the wheel to advancing in your season. So when someone says today, when a player says today, what's the point of playing if there's no rewards? Like, you know, the rewards are trash. That just tells me the gameplay is trash. That just tells me that because we didn't play for rewards back then, but you couldn't get us off the game back then. I think that says that the gameplay is trash. I don't know. That's how I see it, man. And I'm not trying to be like, I don't want to be
when it comes to quality custom-made t-shirts that show
like, I'm not trying to be a damper, because I want the gameplay. I wanted 2K23 to win so bad. I was so prepared, because you guys know we're pulling up on 100,000 subscribers. So I was so prepared, especially the 2K23 start of the year. We had so much velocity and so much viewership. So prepared to hit 100,000 ASAP. But the gameplay was it had gotten so poor so quickly that it was hard. I'm an honest person when it comes to my connection with y'all. So like, honest in the sense that I'll just tell the truth about my experience on the game. You know what I mean to say? I have no incentive to lie. The game is bad. The game is bad. And I say it. The game was great in the beginning of the year, and now I don't feel as enthusiastic about it. So I say it, and then it shows in my actions. Like, you guys don't see me live streaming gameplay as much, not nearly as many videos. It's not that I want to lose connection with y'all. It's that, damn, it's hard to play the game every day that you're not enjoying, and you don't want to be frustrated. Like, you don't want to be frustrated where you're like, damn, if I get off this game, I'm finna punch somebody in the head for no reason. I go to the supermarket, I might just, the dude cut me off with his car, I might just knock him in the back of the head because you're frustrated with 2K. So, you know, I like to be calm, cool. But 2K be frustrating the hell out of you. Yeah, I saw the D Rose joint and the Curry joint. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be running those animations. Yeah, I appreciate that, Kim, bro. Yeah, that's what I'd be like. I'm not going to force it. I'm not feeling any difference between 81 and 99 overall. Is frustrating, and it does not motivate at all to continue. But Patrick Galloway said, for real. Yeah, because that's how, you know, you catch it. I know a lot of y'all catch yourself, especially when y'all running with randoms. I know a lot of y'all catch yourself and be like, yo, after I got off this game, I'm really angry inside. You got to catch yourself. You got to catch yourself. Don't put yourself back on 2K to get more angry. But yeah, and how about the differences between a lower overall player and reaching that 99 overall? Because I've noticed that there isn't much difference either. And it's frustrating. Keenan, appreciate the sub, Keenan. Yeah, let's get some more subs in here, man. I'll do my best. You know, we're definitely going to hit 100,000 subscribers, but I just thought it was going to happen a lot sooner in the year of 2K23 because I thought I was going to be way more enthusiastic about playing the game. So in other words, I'll be dropping a lot more content. Wifey don't even want to talk when 2K is on. That's crazy. Yeah, especially the wifeys be feeling it. Yeah, James said, I'm very angry right now. They need to hire people like who love the game and help 2K out. Do you think this season is worth? Nah, I don't think season 4 is worth it. I don't. It's not a good look. In my opinion, 2K is basically showing us that they're not going to put a lot of effort into the season rewards. And there's facts. This is not just me guessing. I think they need to put a team on season rewards. But Ronnie 2K weighed in on this topic, and he said the team was not ready for seasons. I'm not saying that happened this year, but he did mention that. So they came up with the concept of seasons before they were prepared to offer the season or the amount of the season rewards. This is out of Ronnie 2K's own mouth. They were unprepared for how many rewards they had to offer. When in our case, we're thinking 9 seasons, 40 rewards, do the math. Like, how don't you know that ASAP? Like, I don't know, so weird. How don't you know that ASAP? Should have been either overwhelming or underwhelming response. Either way, there should have been a response. And that response meant, all right, we'll get some more members on the team to help with rewards, or we'll send out a survey to the community asking what rewards would you guys like to see. You know, that's an interesting thing that Mirza said. IQ define people game. And that's one of the things that I dislike about 2K23 the most, is that IQ does not define the game in 2K23. I see too many poor decisions being made and folks getting rewarded for it. One of the biggest gripes that I know a lot of people have on 2K23 is when a defender in the paint does his work early, he's there to make a contest, and let's say that contest is successful, the offensive player glitches to the rock. Instead of the defense being rewarded with the ball and letting the defender glitch toward the rock, the offensive player who just made a poor decision to go up in the paint and get contested somehow manages to get the ball right back. And that happens way too often. Way. I mean, we would be working. We are like working up a storm. Everybody's in good position, so there's no pass out. You know what I mean? Like the dude who drove to the paint can't pass out because everybody got the pass out covered. Like we're in the passing lanes. So the dude has to continually go up. And we're all there like, yeah, good. That was a good contest. Yeah, good contest. And it just keeps continually glitching back to the offense. And we're scratching our heads like no possible way. No possible way. It's not workhorse. Every one of our players put workhorse on. We put it at the highest levels. And at what point does workhorse work in the defender's favor? Yeah. It's the fact that a poor decision should be shown. And the way you showcase a poor decision being made, for instance, you have poor shot timing, right? Let's say you have poor shot timing. What happens? You shoot an air ball, you shoot a brick. That tells you that your timing was off, right? And you don't do it again. You try to readjust and, you adjust your timing. Dude going up, like dude pump faking in the paint for 10 seconds. There's facts. Am I tripping? Pump faking, these goofies, these glizzonators. I never liked pump fake. I can understand one pump fake go up. But you cannot tell me you play basketball. You cannot. Who pump fakes so much and they're just like that. And they're not worried about it 3 seconds, because normally after 1 or 2 pump fakes, you're thinking that 3 seconds is about to be called. So you're about to go up. You know what I mean to say? But nah, they'll keep pump faking. And then they go up, which I want to remind y'all, pump faking is supposed to make it that you're less likely to hit the shot after multiple pump fakes. But that's not the case. The defense ends up in some weird slow down animation, even though he got pogo stick on Hall of Fame, and then the offense gets it back. Yeah. Yeah, but even still, that there's, when I'm speaking about this stuff, I'm not speaking about it from a player's perspective that doesn't have the maxed out capabilities. So, for instance, I brought my inside center out there who has the super maxed out defensive 40 badges, 40 plus defensive badges, everything Hall of Fame, 99 block. I'm speaking from that perspective of what I've experienced out there. And that's what sucks. Trust me, I wouldn't even speak so strongly about it if I didn't attempt to try to bring out the max player. You know what I mean to say? Like I won't talk poorly about 3-point shots if I've only shot with an 83 ball. You get what I mean to say? I won't say shooting threes are ass if I only shot with an 83 ball and I never tried something super higher. So we do need a new basketball game. Shakedown, because I know I get I didn't see that. All City was the new animations. I'll show you D. Williams. I'll show you the animations that are really gonna spread through the community. Playmaking moves. So we got the Steph Curry, which a lot of people are gonna be using this joint right here. Size up escape. Ooh, man, everybody's gonna have that joint on. Man, talk about the game fitting a change. You always have logic, bro. Most done. I appreciate that. What up? Appreciate that, Al. Oh, am I hooping today? I'm not sure, God Soldier. I might hoop. I might get on. And the other animation here is, I think, was it in here? No. Okay, so it was I think it was signature size ups. Is the D Rose. So they got the Michael Jordan joint, and that's not too good. This one isn't too good. I don't see a lot of people might try it, but it's gonna be disappointing. That behind the back is weak too. But the D Rose. So those are the animations that people are most excited about. Yeah, drone level 40 rewards. Ja Morant, dribble style. Yeah, Ja Morant did have something, but it's hard to tell until you put it on your player what it's gonna be like. Because everybody uses Michael Jordan. But there is a speed boost on the Ja Morant right here that you're gonna see. That's the slowdown one. Now watch this. Look at that. Yo, if that is as fast as it looks, like if that's as fast as it looks in the game, then people are gonna switch ASAP. Cause that joint was extra fast. So there's the walk one. If I'm not mistaken, this one is the walk one. And then the animation right after this right here. Look at that. Man, $4.99 from Jason. The live stream is therapy for me. These randoms and rec make me so mad. I appreciate that. Salute to James Williams for the $4.99 super chat, man. Really appreciate all the love and support y'all offer. But yeah, man, sometimes we need that therapy. And I think it's therapy for me as well, just being able to connect and talk with y'all and seeing that a lot of folks are on the same wavelength as me. Because sometimes you don't want to feel crazy. Like, damn, I'm really feeling like there's a poor gameplay experience. And I don't want to hate. I don't want to be the angry hater of 2K, but do people feel the same? And sometimes when you connect with folks that feel similar to you, you're like, all right, at least I'm not tripping. Maybe I could just take a step back and recompose myself and get back into just playing casually at the very least. But yeah, so those are the animations that are the most exciting. There's really nothing else much going on. They have the jump shots, LaMarcus Aldridge and Mullins. So that's pretty interesting, which we'll show you. That might be something. Who knows? You got to see how it plays out. It's A minus speed, and you can get that all A's, I'm sure. And then you got the Chris Mullin joint that's here somewhere. Chris Mullin looked like it might be a really good jump shot for bigs. Let me see if I can show y'all. Damn, they have so many. They should put the new stuff right up top. Yeah, this might be a good jump shot. Nice, smooth range of motion. It's a low speed it shows there, but I guess we got to see. I'm tired of going back and forth with my opponent. I score, they score all the time because the defense is terrible. Like I said before, if the game was balanced, oh my God, I would be so unstoppable. What's the rewards look like? Golden splashy. Maybe thinking from an open-minded aspect of this, but do you think look for too much in a video game? You know, it's interesting that the homie said that. Who was that said that? God Soldier? So his question was, do you think we look for too much in a video game? And this is definitely, in my opinion, I think it's a good thing to consider, because during my frustrations with 2K, it led me toward playing other video games. And this is where I found out, and this all happened within the last year or so. This is where I found myself, because I spent so much time just playing 2K, feeling finessed by 2K because other video games give so much more than 2K gives us. And I mean a lot more. So I expanded my gaming library to play games like Zelda Breath of the Wild, to play games like Elden Ring, to play games like Hitman, to play games like, let's pull up I'll pull it up. Ghost of Tsushima. I've been playing so many different games, but we'll go through the library so you could so I could show you guys that I've been trying new games and trying to Ghost of Tsushima was one. I'm trying to finish that again. Well, I never got to finish Ghost of Tsushima, so I'm trying to finish it now. It's just such an amazing game. Kena Bridge of Spirits was dope. Hitman was amazing. Sifu was dope. Elden Ring, damn near flawless. Game is freaking crazy hard and crazy amazing, breathtaking. Gran Turismo I got into. Horizon, I think it's for Forbidden West that's out there now. That was dope. I finished Horizon Zero Dawn, and I did all these games. Little Nightmares was dope. I went through these games because the 2K experience was lacking. Had 2K experience been like 19 and 20, I would have never even gotten an opportunity to play all these games. And when I went to go play them, that's when I realized, like, yo, what are we getting from 2K? They are jerking us. I couldn't help but feel like that, because especially Zelda Breath of the Wild, oh my God, just amazing. I couldn't help but feel like I'm being cheated. And this facts. I just couldn't help but feel like I'm just being cheated playing 2K, because these other games are giving so much more. So I considered that idea that am I expecting too much? Let me get on out there and play some. Then when I play something else, I said, oh, hell no. They don't even have half the budget that 2K has. They don't even have half the budget. How dare 2K have a laggy type of experience here, going from like point A to point B? Look at this lagginess. Like there's this weird lagginess just going from point A to point B, which you don't realize until you start playing other games and you're like, whoa. Yo, I've been stuck on 2K so long that I didn't even see this stuff. I promise you, you'll end up seeing stuff like that. At least that's what happened with me. The homie said, I play a lot of games, but 2K is this shiz. Stressful and money grabbing I had in years. Call of Duty got better. Yeah, I just downloaded Call of Duty. It's only about the money for 2K. They have no competition in basketball gaming. Yeah, they won't try till someone does challenge them. So that was the homie Tron that said that. And I had spoke about that a little earlier in what I think is going on, my theory, and what I think is going on in the back end from what I know of the investment side of things and how investors approach video games, it's always considered high risk. Sports video games are extra high risk. So without licensing, it's hard to get investors to invest that money for you to start up and complete a video game. And then when you get a company, so in other words, the idea of a new company coming up and trying to get a video game off the ground in regards to basketball is almost unheard of, because the licensing that 2K has. And it's hard to sell licensing. It's hard to sell a basketball game to investors without that licensing, because investors ain't thinking, I want to invest because I love basketball. They're not thinking that. They want to invest because they want to make money, and they need to make sure they get a return on their investment. Video games in and itself is already a risky investment. Having an NBA license makes it a lot easier for that investor to consider. The reason why I'm bringing that up as well is because 2K is consistently breaking sales numbers. So you would think that investors would be like trying to jump over each other to invest in the next new basketball game. There must be a lot of politics that are taking place in the back end that doesn't allow other companies to even consider getting partial licensing for a certain aspect of like basketball gaming. There's a lot of politics that's happening in the back end that's preventing all of this from happening, like preventing other investors to come up. And what allows us to believe that is what happened with EA and NBA Live, where mind you, EA already had NBA Live for years, so they already have like a cult following in themselves. Maybe not compared to 2K because they had such poor releases, but they already have a following. And even with that company being what it is and known for releasing basketball games, they still got disbanded because the NBA didn't want them releasing a free-to-play game that would hurt the sales of NBA 2K. If that's not politics, man, I don't know what is. So, it's difficult for an investor to believe in another company to come up and make a profit, anything similar to 2K. But in black and white, investor sees the black and white for 2K and sees them consistently breaking sales records, you would think that there's investors just waiting to just throw their money at a basketball game because 2K has been so successful. Without that NBA licensing, it probably doesn't go down. Where they give you some VC back instead of $750 for 30 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, the profits are through the roof for 2K, and they're just gonna milk it. They're just gonna milk it. I don't know if there's ever gonna be what we know about technology and gaming is that eventually it hits the fan. Like eventually some big change is gonna happen. Whether 2K just gets too big and puts it in someone else's hands, like puts the game in another company's hands, and 2K ends up taking over some other aspect of entertainment or technology. But eventually it will happen, but who knows when that goes down. EA already lost FIFA, NFL might be next. Wild. Just wild to see. But yeah, man, those are the complications with us getting a competitor for 2K. I wish like a company had the balls to say, forget about the NBA licensing. Let's just make 2K exactly like just the park and the scene setting and offering a rec because a lot of us, my career players, I'll speak for myself. I don't care about the NBA aspect. I don't play my career. Whenever I get 2K, I'm always like, get my player up, bring him to the rec. That's every single year. So I don't care about the licensing aspect. If they give us a game with the same options that we could have our likeness in the game with a face scan, wear different clothes from different clothing companies, look fresh, get dipped out, that aspect of things, and also have a park setting where we could connect, maybe proximity chat, things like this that allow community connection. Another game very similar to the 2K experience with just better mechanics without no NBA licensing. I think the game can kill depending on the marketing. There's something that happens in the back end of 2K that doesn't allow nobody to create a basketball game. Like nobody's gonna infringe upon their success. I just believe it. I think that there are these. I think in the back end there are these big bad bullies that you don't want to get on their bad side. That's how I don't know. I could be tripping, but yeah, the homie said I just spent 60K on drip. Facts, yeah, it's facts. I get it. Uh, only lasts so long until NBA goes down from releasing the same game every year. 2K football is 2K, NBA 2K, NFL. NFL 2K was the best football game I ever played. When I played NFL 2K, it was like light years ahead of Madden. It was like, yes, this is what we needed. Ballers and Streets was fire, but you see how them things got eliminated? Them things got straight wiped off the face of the earth. Yeah, I feel you, William. They need to hurry up and come up with a GTA 6. Yeah, they be stalling. My next big game that I'm gonna be playing, and I'm even gonna start. I'm really considering starting a whole new channel. Is the new Zelda game that's coming out. I forget the name of it, but I just finished the first Zelda. I'm really late. I'm like 5 years late. But the second I started playing it, I couldn't stop. I had just recently got a Switch, and that was the first game that I got and started playing. The most amazing game I ever played, point blank, period. Not even close. So I might even start another channel just based off of that game, because that game in itself has a super large following, and that's going to be the next exciting thing that I get into. Is current gen messed up? Yeah, a lot of people are talking about current gen, Curtis. A lot of people are saying it's messed up. It's like this. Shout out of here. Make a gaming channel like walkthrough gameplay. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. What up, Jokish? NBA, NFL, MLB was fired from 2K. Yeah, we're gonna start a Harry Potter crew. Yeah, I'm not fully believing in the Harry Potter game just yet, but we'll see if it's dope. Then yeah. But definitely the Zelda. I'm gonna start a new Zelda channel. It'll probably be called like All City Zelda, something like that. And it's coming out in February, so I'll definitely connect with y'all about that. I intend for that channel to get a lot of views. Yeah, I am gonna stream, but this channel is gonna be for 2K like always. And any other channel I create is gonna be for what it is. I won't try to force feed. I've already tried to force feed a couple times over, switching the themes up here at All City, and it just never seemed to work because people just at this channel, people just know me for 2K. That's what they want to see. They're like, nah, V, what you doing, bro? They're telling me like, nah, V, get off that game, bro. Unless it's on another channel. NFL 2K was just amazing. The hit, like the impact of those hits is just dope. Everything about it was fluid. It's just like we had NBA 2K19, 2K20. It was so dope, so fluid, so easy. And then now it's clunky, slow, weird, goofy. These are the words that come into mind when I think of my experience playing the game. When we already had smooth, we already had really like feeling it, like that realistic feeling. Now, yeah, that might be. I might do an All City Gaming. And there's, yeah, I might do that. That's not a bad idea. But we are gonna make something happen really soon, because that joint comes out in February. So I'm like 2 or 3 weeks out from creating another channel. This would be like my 5th channel, something like that. The podcast, well, 2K happened. That's what happened with the podcast. Me and Brute, you know, it's all love, me and Brute. But we just do our thing. We just keep going. I think when you do it for this long, it's just like nothing happened. Like me and Brute could pick up tomorrow if we wanted to. But there's just something, we're here to stay. People like me and Brute are, you know, with God's blessing, we're here to stay. And stay connected with y'all. Is gonna be years before you see us removed from 2K. So I'll always venture out and create new channels and have new followings. But in regards to 2K, we're always gonna be here. So if anything brings our paths together again, or if there's any topic that we feel like we need to get on, then me and Brew will connect again. It's all love with me and Brew. All city for 2K president. Imagine. If you lower your shooting speed down from what you had it on when first started, it will feel the same as before. Yeah, you should consider lowering your shooting. You should consider what's the other aspect? I forget. Damn, it's been that long since I've been on. But your shot timing. You know, some people put it on too quick, and when they put it on very quick, they're like supposed to release it when it's like right here instead of the natural motion when it's, you know, at its peak. So this is definitely some things you want to check out. Lack of collision logic. Thank you. Ooh, hold on. We got somebody with some sense here. Hold on. Friendly View said the clipping, lack of collision logic, and the random missed dunks and layups is really disappointing. There's one thing I want to touch base on what the homie said with the collision logic. The lack of logic for collisions is exactly what I was referring to earlier. These are things that just make you scratch your head. It's like, yo, that wasn't even one of the things that I've been complaining about in 2K23 was that the physics are off. Like physics just seem to be way off. Like, for instance, you're in a passing lane, you tip the rock, and you know you're coming in from left to right, and you tip the rock, and the joint will bounce up. And you know you're thinking the joint should bounce toward the right, the joint will bounce the total opposite direction. The physics engine in 2K23 is like it went back in time to PlayStation 1 days. There is no logic. Facts. So he said it. There is no logic, man. It's a basketball game, but it's on PC level. Yeah. Updates still don't work. Everything is black and white, and then I get kicked. Well, you just need to update. Money Matt, you just need to update your TV. If you have a TV with a knob on it, those usually don't work for your 2K23 on PS5. So if you update your TV to something like in the last 20 years, then your screen won't be black and white. Just in case you guys didn't know, like if you don't have an HDMI cable on the back, like a HDMI input on the back of your TV, it's probably not gonna work on your PS5. Hey man, what up? What up, Vader? What's good? We are also not really 99 bills. Facts. Yeah, I put out that video. He said I got a 4K curve. I'm just messing with you, Money Matt. We are also not really 99 bills. The 2K community needs to understand that when you don't have skill boosts and Gatorade, it's night and day difference. It's facts. And this is why I said earlier, when I'm speaking about my experience with 2K, I'm speaking about max of the max. So whenever I'm looking at shooting, I'm thinking max of the max, super high 3-point attribute, ton of shooting badges, and then I gauge my experience from that perspective. Same with interior defense, get the best thing out there and see how it measures up. And the problem that I have is when you take the best thing out there in regards to like black and white stats, attributes, badges, and you put it on the court, and it doesn't look drastically or dramatically different from the absolute worst thing out there in regards to stats, attributes, and badges. Player with 40 defensive badges, 99 block, versus a player with 20 defensive badges and let's say 75 block. When you don't see a dramatic difference in those player builds and the animations you're receiving respective to those player builds, then there's something wrong with the mechanics in 2K. So this is what I've consistently learned about 2K. Not to say that there's no difference, but when you put the two players side by side, there's supposed to be a dramatic difference in the gameplay, but you're still getting the same exact struggle animations. And that's the problem that I have with 2K when you put the max out there and it doesn't look too different from something extremely lower. It shows that it's not a skill-based game. It shows that it's just completely animation-based and you're at the mercy of what 2K allows you instead of at the mercy of your skill level. It just doesn't add up. Facts. Yeah, facts, J-Knight. Yeah, it just doesn't add up. Yeah, I feel you, Megaton. And I feel people saying that it doesn't look like next gen, and I wish that was one of my complaints. It's not one of my complaints. The look of it, I don't mind so much because some of the best games don't look the best. It's just they play so well and fluid. But 2K, like when you're watching some of the animations when they play out smooth, you're like, man, that's pretty dope. You know what I mean to say? Like, especially if you pull up like an old basketball game, you're like, wow, that's pretty dope. But when you continue playing 2K and you start watching 2K take over your player and take over complete animations that you have no control, you're like, oh, hell nah. Especially when it didn't happen before. So extremely disappointing experience so far on 2K23. I'm hoping they make some changes, man. I'm hoping they make some changes. Well, how long? We are 2.5 hours. I'm super happy that I was able to connect with y'all. I don't know how we got 238 in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is a longer stream than I had anticipated. I look forward to connecting some more with y'all, man. We're definitely going to be out here. Don't forget, join the Discord. Type !Discord. Join up. I'm always in there. You can connect with me anytime. You can connect with the gang of us anytime. 25,000 members in there. We'd love to have you guys join. If you're looking for players to run with, definitely want to connect with our community. Just type !Discord. The link will pop up. Join up. We're going to have a ton of events coming up really soon just to connect the community. Also cash prizes for tournaments and things like that. So we're looking forward to making that happen. Whenever I'm playing and I need players to run with, I send out a message in our Discord and we only run with our Discord members. So I appreciate y'all so much and everything y'all do here at the channel, man. Y'all keep us going and it just feels good to be just a member of this community. Y'all all have a safe and blessed rest of your day. I'll catch y'all either tomorrow or on the next video. Easy, y'all.